This particular lesson is going to be dealing with HTML5, CSS3, and jQuery. It's primarily a project-based video that will look at how to take an existing XHTML document and convert it into a HTML5 document that utilizes the newest CSS3 techniques as well as working with jQuery. In other words, we'll be moving from this very simple document and transitioning into a document that looks a little bit more like this. And as you can see, we'll be discussing how to work with CSS3 to do some interesting things like provide some rounded edges, to take fonts and substitute them for fonts that you may not have on your particular computer or your client may not have on theirs, but we'll ensure that they'll be seeing the font that we want them to, the way we want them to, using CSS3. As well, we have some animation techniques like working with transforms, but we also have things like transitions that will allow us to fade in documents and create different styles of animation that perhaps you're unaccustomed to inside of a HTML5 environment without the use of Flash. As well, I'll be talking to you about how to work with some jQuery so that if some of those techniques are not available on certain browsers, we'll always be able to work with jQuery to create something like this slider, or, as you can see here, to also work with these modular style of opening windows inside of this environment. In order to work along with this video, all you're going to need is a simple text editor. All the files are going to already be provided for you. And as you can see, there's going to be an old XHTML section and a version 1, 2, and 3 of our progress and finished files for this particular tutorial. However, on your part, all you will need is a simple editor. So you can choose from any number of different editors that are available online absolutely for free. If you're working in a Windows-based environment, you'll probably be wanting to look at something like NetBeans. It's nice and easy. It's a free little text editor, and it works just great. For those of you that are a little bit more familiar with working on a Mac, you may want to look at Text Wrangler. Text Wrangler, as it says here, is the little brother to BBEdit. And it is a great HTML and text editor for the Macintosh. As well, there's a lot of other ones that you might want to look at. There's this one here called HTML Kit, and it's got some free work that you can take a look at and work with. My particular favorite, being on a Mac, would be working with Text Wrangler. But of course, if you prefer, you can always go to adobe.com and you can download the 30-day trial of Dreamweaver. And even though we're going to be working inside of Dreamweaver ourselves, I'm only going to be working in the text view, and we're going to be simply looking at the code for this particular file. So you can follow along with any HTML editor. So let's fire up that editor, and we'll begin in the next video by taking a look at XHTML and comparing it with HTML5.